Well, I think for me, I'm somebody who's always had quite a keen interest in psychology and psychotherapy. So I'd kind of been looking at courses to try and study it further and just find out more. And what actually drew me to this course is discussions with others. So a couple of my colleagues in work had actually done the course, and they spoke so highly of it. You know, they said that it was such a unique course that, you know, you would gain experience that you probably wouldn't find on any other course. So that kind of drew me to it, and the timing worked out quite well, because shortly after that my girlfriend had actually seen that it had been posted on Facebook, I believe, that the applications were open. So I had a quick scan through the kind of course content, and you know, it ticked a lot of boxes for me, so I felt like it was a bit of a no-brainer. And also I'd heard a lot about FDAMH. You know, I'm somebody who's quite new to the area, but even in my short time here I've heard a lot about the good work that's done here, so yeah, it was quite an easy choice for me to come along to the course. Well, I think that some of the skills I learned in this course are things that will stay with me for the rest of my life, I think, because on the one hand it's really interesting to learn about the different counselling modalities, so a lot of the theory is extremely interesting to me, but we have a lot of discussion about a range of different things, life in general, and based on, you know, the modalities that you're talking about, so things like spirituality. Having discussions like that, you know, there are no discussions that you have every single day, so it is insightful to find out about your beliefs and the beliefs of others, and getting to share your opinions and thoughts about that it's a wonderful experience. So gaining insight deeper into myself, my own opinions and that of others was really special for me. And secondly though, I think this is really important. I learned or developed the skill to listen, and when I say that I mean listen to hear as opposed to listen to respond. I think that, you know, as humans we're kind of programmed to listen with another comment in mind to respond to the person that you're chatting with, and I don't think we're always 100% present and listening to what that person's saying. But in this course you get the chance to do that. You know, there's lots of opportunity to listen to others, hear what they're having to say and understand them. You know, and that ability to listen is one that, having developed, you know, I notice it now in my day-to-day conversations with others. I've got a far more sense of presence and understanding, but others can feel that and sense that as well. So I end up having more deeper conversations now in work and in my personal life, and that's something that's invaluable. And the last skill or insight, whatever you want to call it, that I think I developed was self-awareness. You know, and I think that was the big thing for me, the big takeaway, you know, and I'm sure that anybody that does that course will tell you that. You know, on this course you get answers to the question, who am I? You know, seems like quite an easy question, quite a simplistic one, but if you were to ask yourself, you know, and try and formulate an answer, it can be quite tricky. But in this course you get the space to be open, to feel accepted, to express your feelings, you know, to challenge your beliefs about yourself, about your life, and in doing that you find out more about yourself, and you gain this understanding that, you know, it kind of just sparks a wee fire inside you to keep developing and keep learning. So, you know, the skills and insights I've learned in this course I'll take with me for the rest of my days, I'm sure. Well, I think one of the main skills that I've taken away is the ability to listen to others. And in my role as a teacher, it's my job every day to listen and support young people. But what the course has done is it's kind of sharpened my ability to do that. So it's kind of sharpened my focus, so that when, you know, someone is talking with me or they're expressing a problem or a concern, I feel really attuned to that conversation now, because I understand what it means to listen. And what the direct impact of that is that it helps you identify some of the root problems or root concerns of what's going on. But not only that, in addition to be able to listen, on this course you kind of get an insight of different people's lives and how they experience it, and what that gives you is like a sense of understanding for others. So I feel a bit more compassionate and understanding of those around me, and what that does is it allows you to help and support, you know, and I think it's been really pleasant for me to be able to do that and use the skills that I've learned in a professional role. But in a friendship and my personal life as well, you know, my conversations now, I feel likewise that I'm really attuned and I'm focused and I can understand what people are saying, you know, take on their opinions on board and respond based on what they're saying as opposed to just responding with what I want to say. You know, it's really powerful. I would say it definitely has. I would say that now the interactions that I have with others, I feel, you know, present. Every conversation that I'm having, and you know, I feel a real sense that I'm listening to hear what others are saying. You know what, this course kind of allowed me to take a step back and reflect on how I interact, because I was somebody who I would say was quite sociable and was, you know, quite happy to converse with others. But what I realised is that by and large, a lot of my conversations were me listening to somebody with the next response in my head, and probably before they'd finished speaking with me. But what now has happened is that I can listen to what somebody's saying fully, have a think about what I want to say next, and that just it deepens the level of conversation that I'm having. And what I've actually found now is that people are far more forthcoming to me now with maybe problems or concerns or worries in a way that I've not experienced before. You know, you kind of notice that people are maybe coming to you and sharing things with you in order, you know, for you to help them out. And that's something that's quite new for me. But I think that people can sense that you're listening to them. You know, I think somebody can tell about, you know, this person's actually paying attention to me, you know, and that was one of the benefits of doing this course face to face, I think, is that, you know, in working with others and being in the same space, you know, it's more than what's just been said, it's sometimes what's been felt. So I think that the main kind of benefit in my life with my interactions with others is definitely that ability to listen, to understand. You know, it's definitely developed my ability to communicate. Well, I think what surprised me the most was how much learning I did about myself. You know, I suppose my expectation was that I'd be learning about the counselling skills, being able to put them into practice, which you do in skills practice, and then write an essay about it, which you do all that. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, the real joy of the course is learning about yourself, you know, learning about your beliefs and your life and getting that safe, open space to just explore it. But not only that, to explore the opinions and thoughts of others as well. And what you actually get here is a real sense of, you know, community, you know, and every Friday night, Saturday night, you know, I was looking forward to leave the house to come here because we were such a tight knit. And, you know, week on week, you're sharing your ideas, you're sharing your opinions, and it's just a great way to explore your life, I would say. So I think the questions, you know, that I was able to answer about myself after it, you know, I didn't know them coming in, so I learnt an awful lot about myself. So I would say that was the biggest surprise, but I think that's what makes this course well worth doing. You know, I think even if you're somebody who wants a career in counselling, I think the course itself is worth doing to develop the listening skills that you do, but also to find out more about yourself. So. Well, I think this course is a must for people who are looking for a career in counselling, because it allows you to learn the skills to build a framework to build upon, and if you're going on to further courses, and it kind of lays the foundations for that. You know, I think you get the chance to learn about different counselling modalities. You know, I mean, that was something for me that before I came on to the course, I didn't know anything about modalities, you know, but you get the chance to explore them. But I also think that opportunity to explore yourself and get the space to be open and work with others is another reason why this course is something for you if you're looking for a career, because it gives you practice in that setting. You know, it gives you a chance to practice and skills practice and group work. You get the chance to explore what the counselling experience will be like. But also one of the main drivers in this course has to be the tutor, Fergus. I think he brings the course to life. You know, he's captivating, he's got a wealth of experience, so he brings the course to life in a way that, you know, you're kind of hanging on to every word that he's saying and you're taking it all in. So that, coupled with the chance you get to build your skills and skills practice and the exploration you can do of your own life, you know, it makes it a course well worth doing. I think that even if you're somebody who is kind of half sure about a career in counselling or is interested in it, you know, I think it's well worth doing. You know, you don't have to do anything after the course, I don't think. I think the course in itself would be an amazing achievement for you, just based on some of the things that I've said about learning about yourself and developing your skills. But certainly if you're looking for a career in counselling, this will be the great starting point for you.